fraction example. Now I want you to pause the video and work this out. So go ahead now. Okay, you have paused the video and worked it out. Let's go through it. It says 4 and 4/5 divided by 2 and 2/3 minus 1 and 1/3 squared. You should simplify that and then write your answer as to part A as a decimal to 2 significant figures. Alright? So here now you have 4 and 4/5 divided by 2 and 2/3 minus 1 and 1/3 all squared. These are mixed fractions, so you will convert them to improper fractions. 4 and 4/5. Remember the shortcut way of doing it. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. This is 24 divided by 5 divided by 3, 2, 6 and 2, 8. 8/3 minus, and this is 3, 1, 3 and 1, 4 third squared. Alright? Now, just before we go on any further, remember the principle behind saying 3, 2, 6 plus 2, 8. Remember that? It's like a case where you have two whole objects and then 2/3. So if we have this object divided into 3 equal parts and we remove 1/3 of that object, then we have 2/3. So how many thirds do we have in total? Let's divide this into 3 equal parts, this into 3 equal parts. Alright? How many thirds do we have? We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/3. So that is what this is saying, 8/3. So 8/3 is the same as 8 times 1/3. So it's 8 of this, 8/3. Alright? So remember the reasoning behind it. Alright, so we continue here. Here now, 24 divided by 5. And that is divided by 8/3. Remember what you do when you have a fraction divided by another fraction. You have 24/5 multiplied by the reciprocal of the second fraction, which is the numerator fraction. So it's multiplied by 3/8. Now that is going to subtract 4/3. Alright? Now, you see that you can actually divide down here. You can say how many 8s are in 8. There's 1 8 into 8. And how many 8s are in 24s? 4. There are 3 8s in 24. So this now is really 3/5 multiplied by 3 minus 4/3. 3 3 is 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9/5 minus 4/3. Alright? Now, what you can do here, you could draw the line and find the LCM, but let us do it the fundamental way by finding common denominators. Let me move these things over here, make some space between them. Here now, you want to have common denominators because the reasoning here is that you have 9/5 minus 4/3. Fifth and thirds are two different things. You cannot say you have 9 apples and you take away 4 oranges. So how many do you have left? What is it you're talking about? Is it apples or oranges or something else? Now, if you had 9 apples and you took away 4 apples, then you would have 5 apples left. But when you have 9 of one thing and 4 of something else, then you can't just say you have 9. You have 5 left over. 5 what? You don't know. So here, this is 9/5 minus 4/3. Those are different things. Now, let's get everything down to common denominators. If you multiply 5 by 3 and multiply 3 by 5, then what you will get is something divided by 15 minus something else divided by 15. Now, you have the same thing. So, whatever number of 15th you have here, you will subtract another number of 15th. And you can get an answer there. Now look at this. If you divide the denominator, if you multiply the denominator by 3, you must multiply the numerator by 3 as well. Here, if you divide the denominator by, if you multiply the denominator by 5, you must multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So up here you have 9 3s, 27. So it's 27 divided by 15 minus 4 5s, 20. So you have 20 divided by 15. Alright? Now 27 minus 20. What is that? It's going to be 7. So you have 7/15. Now let us just do a quick review. Make sure that we didn't make a mistake. So we have 5 4s 20 and 4 24 divided by 5 divided by 3 2 6 and 2 8 8/3 minus 3 1s 3 and 1 4. Oh, we made a mistake here now. We did not square. We're supposed to square this. Alright? I left off the square. So here I've got to make some changes here. This is 4 4 16 divided by 3 3 is 9. So what we have here is 16 divided by 9. Alright? So it's 16/9 that you have here. So we got to redo this part of the question. So here we're going to have 16/9. Now the question is, how do we get the common denominators? Well, you know that if you multiply 9 by 5 or 5 by 9, you get the same number. So it's 5 times 9 here, and this 9 multiplied by 5. So you have the same denominators. 5 9s is 45. So you have 45 here minus 9 5 45. So here, if you multiply the denominator by 9, you must multiply the numerator by 9 as well. If you multiply the denominator by 5, you must multiply the numerator by 5 as well. So here now, what you're going to have is 9 9s 81. 81 should be up top here. Minus 16 by 5 is, what is 16 by 5? 5 6 30. Bring down the 0. Carry 3. 5 1 5 1 3 8. It's 80. Okay. So what you really would end up with here is 80 minus 81, which is 1 divided by 45. So it is 1/45. All right, good. The next thing that you're asked to do is to write your answer to part A as a decimal to two significant figures. You're going to write this down as a decimal. Well, let's use a calculator and find out what that thing is equal to. 1 divided by 45 is 0.022. 0.022. How many decimal places does it say again? The two significant figures. So 0.022. 0.0. Now the first significant figure is 2. The other significant figure is 2. So that you have there is the two significant figures. That's what they say. Two significant figures, right? Now we use our calculator, but suppose you're caught in a situation where you're told not to use a calculator. What would you do? Well, you could use long division and say 1 divided by 45. 1 into 45, right? 1 into 4. No, it's 1 into 45. 45 is larger. Oh, my mistake. I should have the 45 outside. Right, that's good. Because I'm having 1 as the numerator and 45 as the denominator. Alright, so 45 into 1, you can't. It's 0 point something. 0 times 45 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Multiply 1 by 10, you have 10 there. 45 into 10, you still can't, so it's 0.0. 0 times 45 goes 0 times. 10 minus 0 is 10. Multiply this 10 by 100. 45 into 100 is, well, 45, 2 is 90. 45 by 2 gives you 90. So there are two 45s in 100, so it's 2. 2 times 45 gives you 90. 100 minus 90 is 10. Multiply the 10 by 10, you get 100. 45 into 100 goes 2 times. 2 times 45 is 90. 100 minus 45 is 10. But you will see that you are really repeating yourself. And you stop at that point because that is two significant figures. Alright? So, anything that you don't understand, you can review the video and mention it in a comment. So that is it for now. I will see you later.